Tired of the same old culinary clichés? Get ready to explore a world of flavor beyond the tourist traps. We're uncovering 7 incredible foodie destinations that are about to explode. Get there before everyone else. From hidden street food gems to culinary traditions passed down through generations, these destinations offer authentic flavors that haven't been discovered by the masses yet. Let's dive in! Our culinary journey begins in a city that is a feast for the senses, Oaxaca, Mexico. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its stunning colonial architecture and vibrant indigenous cultures are the backdrop for what is arguably the most exciting food scene in the entire country. The air itself seems seasoned, carrying whispers of smoke, spice, and chocolate, promising an unforgettable adventure for your palate. To truly understand Oaxaca, you must first dive into its vibrant markets. We're heading straight for the legendary Mercado 20 de Noviembre. Follow the intoxicating scent of grilling meat, and you'll find the Paseo de Humo, or the Hall of Smoke. The experience is a delicious ritual. You choose your raw meat, perhaps thin sheets of tasajo beef, spicy chorizo, or marinated cecina pork, and hand it over to the vendors who grill it to perfection over live coals. While you wait, you gather your accompaniments from surrounding stalls. Fresh, warm tortillas, fiery salsas, grilled onions, and of course, heaps of the iconic, stringy, salty Oaxacan cheese, known as quesillo. It's a communal, customizable feast that's an absolute must-do. Nearby, you'll find vendors crafting another Oaxacan icon, the tlayuda. Often called a Mexican pizza, it's a massive, crispy tortilla smeared with refried beans and asiento, then loaded with quesillo, cabbage, and your choice of grilled meat. It's folded and toasted over the coals until it's a smoky, crunchy, cheesy masterpiece. And for the adventurous palate, don't shy away from chapulines. These grasshoppers, toasted and seasoned with garlic, lime, and chili, are a pre-Hispanic delicacy. They're surprisingly delicious, crunchy, savory, and a perfect sustainable protein snack. But Oaxaca is, without a doubt, the land of mole. This is not just a sauce, it's a culinary epic poem in a bowl. While there are countless family recipes, the region is famous for its 7 distinct moles. You have the iconic mole negro, dark and complex with over 30 ingredients including roasted chilies and a hint of Oaxacan chocolate, a process that can take days. Then there's the fruity, vibrant mole coloradito, or the herbaceous mole verde. Each one tells a different story. A symphony of flavors ground by hand, a tradition passed down through generations. And no trip to Oaxaca is complete without exploring the world of mezcal. This isn't tequila's smoky cousin. It's a spirit with its own deep ancestral roots. We're leaving the city behind to visit a traditional palenque where the magic happens. Here, agave hearts, or piñas, are slow-roasted for days in earthen pits, giving mezcal its signature smokiness. They're then crushed, often by a horse-drawn stone wheel called a tahona, before being fermented and double-distilled. Unlike mass-produced spirits, artisanal mezcal is a reflection of its terroir and the specific type of wild or cultivated agave used, from the common espadín to the rare, coveted tobala. Forget the shots. This is a spirit to be sipped and savored, traditionally served neat with a slice of orange and a sprinkle of sal de gusano. It's a taste of the earth, of tradition, and of a spirit the world is just beginning to truly appreciate. Next, Bologna, Italy. Forget the tourist-packed streets of Rome and Florence for a moment. We're heading to a city that holds the true heart of Italian cuisine. Welcome to Bologna, a city of many names. La Dotta, the learned for its ancient university. La Rosa, the red, for its beautiful terracotta rooftops, and most importantly for us, La Grassa, the fat one. This is Italy's undisputed food capital, a place where every meal is a celebration of tradition and flavor. And that tradition begins with pasta. While you might see tourists looking for spaghetti bolognese, you won't find it here. In Bologna, the star is tagliatelle, delicate ribbons of fresh egg pasta. We watched a master pasta maker, transform simple flour and golden-yolked eggs into silken sheets of dough. It's an art form. This perfect pasta is destined for one thing, a true ragu alla bolognese. This isn't a simple tomato sauce. It's a complex, slow-simmered masterpiece of minced beef and pork, pancetta, carrots, celery, onions, a splash of wine, and a touch of milk for tenderness. It clings to every strand, a rich, comforting embrace that defines the city's soul. Next, let's talk about a local legend that's been misunderstood around the world: mortadella. Forget the bland, processed lunch meat you might be thinking of. Authentic mortadella bologna IGP is a culinary treasure. Made from finely minced, high-quality pork, it's studded with cubes of luscious fat from the pig's throat and seasoned with black pepper, myrtle berries, and sometimes pistachios. When sliced paper-thin, it's silky, aromatic, and melts in your mouth. Enjoy it simply, tucked into a piece of fresh bread, or as the star of an antipasto platter. It's a revelation. To truly feel the city's gastronomic pulse, you must wander through the Quadrilatero. These ancient, narrow medieval streets just off the main Piazza Maggiore have been Bologna's market district for centuries. The air is thick with the scent of freshly baked bread, aging cheeses, and cured meats. Here, tiny delis and stalls overflow with the region's bounty. You'll see magnificent wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano, legs of prosciutto di Parma, and glistening olives. As evening approaches, the area transforms. Locals spill out of the shops, gathering for the cherished ritual of a pre-dinner drink and snacks. It's the perfect way to soak in the vibrant, delicious atmosphere of Bologna. But no trip to Bologna is complete without tasting the dish that is pure poetry, tortellini in brodo. Legend says the shape of this tiny, delicate pasta was inspired by the goddess Venus's navel. Each one is a tiny parcel, meticulously folded by hand and filled with a savory mixture of pork loin, prosciutto, mortadella, and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, seasoned with a hint of nutmeg. They aren't drowned in a heavy sauce. Instead, they are cooked and served in an intensely flavorful capon broth. It's a dish of sublime simplicity and profound comfort, often reserved for holidays. Each spoonful is a taste of pure, unadulterated love. And just when you think it can't get any richer, Bologna presents its definitive baked pasta, lasagna verde alla bolognese. Here, the pasta sheets themselves are infused with spinach. They're layered with that same glorious ragu, a creamy bechamel sauce, and an abundance of Parmigiano Reggiano, then baked until bubbling and golden. It's the ultimate expression of la grassa. Bologna isn't just a stop on a tour, it's a destination for the soul. A place that reminds you that the best food is made with incredible ingredients and a deep respect for tradition. Third, Lyon, France. Paris gets the fame, but Lyon is where French cuisine was born. Dine in a traditional bouchon. These family-run bistros serve authentic Lyonnaise cuisine. Try coq au vin in its birthplace. Browse Les Halles de Lyon, where Paul Bocuse himself shopped for ingredients. And don't leave without trying quenelle de brochet, a light, airy dumpling that's pure poetry on a plate. Fourth, Lisbon, Portugal. This coastal capital is having a culinary renaissance. Start with pastéis de nata. These custard tarts are crispy, creamy perfection. The seafood here is incredible and incredibly affordable. Grab a bifana, Portugal's answer to the sandwich from a local tasca. And explore Portuguese wines beyond port. The country produces some of Europe's most exciting and undiscovered bottles. Fifth, Penang, Malaysia. Georgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with arguably the best street food in Southeast Asia. Watch masters cook char kway teow over roaring flames. Try asam laksa, a sour, spicy fish soup that's pure comfort. Visit Gurney Drive Hawker Center at sunset. Cool down with sendol, a refreshing dessert that's like summer in a bowl. Sixth, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Forget everything you think you know about a bustling city. This is a place that operates on a different frequency, a symphony of a million motorbikes, a constant chorus of friendly greetings, and the intoxicating aroma of street food that hangs in the humid air. While its official name is Ho Chi Minh City, to the locals, especially when it comes to the soul of its culture and cuisine, it will always be Saigon. Saigon's food scene is electric, and your culinary journey must begin at sunrise with Vietnam's national treasure, pho. But we're in the South, so this isn't the simple, savory pho of Hanoi. Here, the broth is slightly sweeter, the flavors bolder, and the experience is all about customization. You're handed a steaming bowl of rice noodles and tender beef, alongside a mountain of fresh herbs, bean sprouts, and chili. The real magic happens when you eat where the locals eat, perched on a tiny plastic stool on a busy sidewalk. This isn't just breakfast, it's a morning ritual, a communal experience that connects you to the heartbeat of the city. As the day heats up, look for the sound of sizzling. That's your cue to try bansio, the sizzling pancake. A crispy golden crepe made from rice flour and turmeric is fried to perfection and stuffed with pork, shrimp, and a generous handful of bean sprouts. The fun is in the eating. You break off a piece of the crispy pancake, wrap it in lettuce and herbs, and dunk it into a sweet and savory fish sauce dip called nuoc cham. It's a textural masterpiece and incredibly addictive. And then there's the banh mi. The one you find on a Saigon street corner will put all others to shame. This is the perfect culinary symbol of the city's history, a fusion of French colonialism and Vietnamese ingenuity. The crusty baguette, a gift from the French, is sliced open and loaded with a distinctly Vietnamese combination of flavors and textures. Think rich, savory pâté, various cold cuts, crisp pickled carrots and daikon, fresh cilantro, and a spicy kick of chili. It's a symphony in a sandwich, and the perfect fuel for exploring the city. For a more substantial meal, seek out a sign for com tam, or broken rice. This humble dish, born from necessity using fractured rice grains left over from the milling process, has become a beloved Saigon staple. The broken rice itself is wonderfully fluffy and absorbent, the perfect base for a variety of toppings. The classic is com tam suan bi cha, a smoky, lemongrass-marinated grilled pork chop, finely shredded pork skin for texture, and a savory steamed egg and pork meatloaf. Topped with a fried egg, it's pure comfort. But when night falls, Saigon transforms. While Ben Thon Market is a famous landmark, the real food action spills into the surrounding streets and dedicated food districts. Head to District 4's Vien Con Street, the city's unofficial seafood capital. Here, the sidewalks are packed with tables and the air is thick with the smoke from charcoal grills. Choose from an incredible array of fresh snails, clams, and prawns, grilled to order and slathered in garlic, chili, and scallion oil. This is Vietnam at its most delicious, a chaotic, vibrant, and utterly unforgettable feast for the senses. Finally, Istanbul, Turkey. This city bridges Europe and Asia, and so does its food. Start with a proper Turkish breakfast. It's not a meal, it's an event. The kebabs here will ruin all others for you. Lose yourself in the Grand Bazaar's spice market, and taste real Turkish delight, soft, fragrant, and nothing like the tourist versions you've tried before. These 7 destinations offer authentic culinary experiences before they become the next big thing. Which destination made your mouth water the most? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe for more hidden culinary gems, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a delicious discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy eating.